So what we're doing here is I'm going to cut this joint here. Now generally, if you would want to cut in this way to really lock it in, but for a porch here, it's really not that big of a deal. So first I gotta lay this out. Not rocket science, really. You do want to make sure that your lines, what's left there is not seam. Mark it so you don't have to, because this is rough sawn, so you don't want to see your marks. It's hard to get them off with rough sawn. It's just a 2-inch offset I have on each side of this. I'll fine tune it when I get fitting it. But anyhow, so I'm going to do is I'm going to mark that around, and then that's going to be that portion. Now I'm just simply going to match up with this a little bit long. Matching up this cut is what I want with the length. So trim this, trim that, and then I'll install it. Again, you can see just how crooked this front one is. It's up over by 5/8 of an inch. Down there, you know, it's almost 2 inches, 1 7/8. So yeah, it's pretty bad. I'm just going to cut this off. You know, you got gloves on here. You know, I've spent most of my life in construction in Maine, where it's damp. And here in the desert, everything is prickly. And the splinters in the wood. Now this is pine from here. You get fir, but they didn't have any. This is why it's important that you square up your saw first when you're cutting around stuff like that. Because if your saw is not square, your cuts won't line up. So you know, I used to think that I wish I was better off if I could hire people to do stuff. But I realize that the skills that I have is from the Lord. It's not from me. Although I've been my life in construction. I'm blessed to be able to do this stuff. My wife's really blessed. So, you know, it works out. I could be all old school and, You know, get my handsaw out. I have handsaws, they're sharp. But I'm all about just getting it done. See, picking splinters out of my hands. By the way, I have an awful job. I don't know about you guys trying to get gloves to last. These Carhartt gloves from Tractor Supply, yeah, they stay together till the holes worn through them, which is really nice. Now I gotta muscle this thing up on there. Well, I've got neighbors that can help. They say, why don't you call and get some help? But, you know, it's 5 minutes. Oh. That's it. Yeah, there's nothing holding that. And there we have it. Now, the thing that you do have, obviously I got to tighten that cut up, but I'll show you. And these brackets, you know, you can get these, they're really expensive. I bought some 2" by 1/8 flat stock and welded them up, because we do get a lot of wind here. And so anyhow, gotta mess with this a little bit. Not gonna bore you with that, but I gotta trim that. Oh yeah, I didn't trim the end of that. That's why it's why it is, because you see my pencil mark right there and my gap right there. So yeah. Now this is dimension. This is rough sawn, so the dimension is not right. The bottom's flush. The top's gonna be a little bit off, but you know, this outfit, this is fine. So anyhow. So yes, I know you're not supposed to be standing on the top of the ladder. Just lucky I don't have a bucket on top of it too to reach. Oh no, I have a taller ladder. I do. But you know what's the fun in that? I took these off in order so I could put them back on in order. So I wouldn't have to put any new holes in the sheets. Now you can line up your screw holes. I actually have a taller ladder right there, but yeah. So then to position it, easy to tell, obviously. This is really delicate stuff, so really can't go too tight with it. I'm not trying to knock my phone off the roof, but I have weather strip I've put in here these last couple, because if you don't, that'll run back and then it'll be leaking, putting it behind there. So struggle's real. Now, if your roof is steeper, you can probably get away with not putting this on there, but really, what's the sense? It's just, it doesn't cost that much. And as I can see in the screw hole, I got that backwards. I guess I took them all off and laid them in the same direction except for this one. And to line up the holes. Get a couple of them in here. Easy. So underneath there in a minute. I got some of this outside edge I put down through the bottom of the rib because the wind flapping and blowing here is just not that great. Oh, this one I drilled a screw hole in that one and didn't even put a screw in it. Yeah, that's special. I'll stick one in there now. Not a big deal. But I get my short screws. Yeah, so you're trying to push a rope. Get some more screws. Yes, I do have a tool bag I could use, but you know, so I got some short ones. And I put down in here, just left over from another project. As you can probably tell, this metal roof. I'm trying to. The other stuff's the original from way back. No sense in putting that way up in there because the splash is really. Of course, sometimes you don't have.
Well, I can see this bottom step, so getting somewhere.
It's my wife working on the pool. Trying to get this thing cleaned up. We have baptisms on the 1st of May.
Yeah.
Guess I should have got that one while I was over there. Look out, ladder's moving. That'd be funny. Wouldn't it? No? Be funny if the ladder fell down while I was recording. Eh? Oh. She says it wouldn't be funny. Well, anyhow. No, it's not that I can levitate or anything. The step ladder was sitting right there. Yes, I stepped onto the top of it. Whatever. If you guys could have seen shenanigans we used to pull when we were working construction, me and my boys. I don't like to put them in the valley, the screws, because the heads do the rubber gaskets and the neoprene gives out. Anyhow, it's pretty well lit. Get this done, clean up. That's a short one. I got a screw missing somewhere. I mean, I got a loose screw, for sure, but I'm gonna hang on to that because I'll come across the place and go, hey, there ain't no screw in that. So I'm just gonna move down around the end of that, finish her up. And I hope you guys all have a good week. God bless you.